How many of you, if you're honest with me, do you know you have these choices and these areas in your life that you want to try to move towards? You know that you want to try to change. You know you want to face some of these struggles, but fear sometimes paralyzes you. Anybody in here? Yeah, man, I've learned in my journey that I have to skydive that thing. And here's what I mean. I know sometimes, as when I was growing up, I didn't trust anybody. I know things that happened to me. My dad abandoned me. I isolated. And I always said, if I find the perfect person that I can count on, if I find the perfect person that I can trust, then I will. But the truth is that person's not here. People are people, and they're going to let you down. I've learned I can't put my trust, my confidence in the people, but it's in the process and the discipline and the action of the habit of finding the courage to punch fear in the face and take the step of beginning to trust people, which means I started talking, I started speaking. I learned to skydive that thing, and here's what I mean. There's a lot of fears and insecurities all of us have. We all have insecurities. Like it, love it, or leave it. We all have things inside of us that we try to keep secure because we have shame or guilt or embarrassment, or we care what others think. I've learned to skydive that thing. Last year, a bucket list that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go skydiving. So I thought something that I've always wanted to do, I was never going to get the opportunity to do. As I start going through the process of skydiving, as the instructor shows up, and as he starts walking me through this process, my anxiety started getting higher. As we get into the plane, we start ascending. He slides in behind me. My anxiety is on 10. Just like some of you, when you know you need to trust, you know that you want these areas in your life that you're insecure, and you get to the edge and fear paralyzes you and anxiety gets higher. Dude, I was right there. I've always wanted to do this, but through the process, I was so uncomfortable. 13K, he pulls the door up. He says, listen, the free fall is only gonna be about 30 to 40 seconds. I want you to experience this moment. So we're gonna scoot to the door. We got 2,000 more feet of climbing. Dude, I was terrified. In that plane, which was the safest place that I could have been, I've never felt more anxiety and fear in my life, even though I've always wanted to do it. But as soon as I trusted the process, and as soon as I trusted the community of those entrusted to help me learn to skydive, as soon as he got to that place at 15K and he said go, and I took that step, and we skydived that thing. All the anxiety, all the fear, it evaporated. As I free fell and I saw Mount Hood, and Mount Rainier, and Mount St. Helens, I've never felt more on top of the world. There's a lot of you in here that you struggle with trust. Fear has paralyzed you. You know there's areas in your life that you want to change, you need to change, but man, you get to the very precipice at that door and you run back because it is uncomfortable, and I need you to know change is uncomfortable. I've learned to skydive.